Hello world. Hello world. Hey baby. This is my own personal loctician, my beautiful fiance. This takes care of my mess of a head that I have. We have some wine in our little fancy cups. Hey sis, I see you. Tell brother to text me back. I'll see it pop up and then I'll shoot you guys an invite in the middle of it. Can you guys hear me? Good? Oh yeah. It's good wine. This is wine. It's wine. Kids are asleep. But we're going to talk about how we live every day for the last, what? Let me see, 5 years? Yeah, I got it right. Oh, I got it right. Ooh, doggy. So we've lived like this since we've decided to be together. We are kind of the definition of complete opposites. I come from a very, very, very rough, I guess, area of choosing. My mom did right, family did right, everything. But she's raised very great. So we have both level playing field. And I'm of mixed race. She's of lighter skin race, and we are together. We have a family together. We live together. We cry together. We love together. We eat together. Celebrate together. We get mad together. Normal stuff. And we experience some things, on the regular. Some of it you don't notice at first. Some of it you do notice, but then it doesn't really affect you to like, did you hear that? I remember, she could probably validate too, when me and her first got together and, we would go out, she would notice things would be different, people talking to her or mentioning things or mentioning only a few things. So you really don't notice it until you're a part of something. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how the drive-through employee feels until you go work the drive-through. Trust me, I've done it. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It really is. Sometimes you just can't hear it on the speaker. It's not your fault. My family is biracial too. Hey, mama. My mama. I see you. Big bro's in there. Hefe's online. Hefe's watching. So, and look, I get my locks done. So I don't care what race you are, that's who's doing my locks. So what? Is she not allowed to carry on a tradition for someone she loves who believes in the tradition because of the color of her skin? I mean, I say she can do it. I mean, I asked her to do it. At the same time, she doesn't feel like she can do it. She learned herself. She put her mind to it and did it. We came together on something. But you got people who view one way, I don't understand that. I never will. I wasn't raised like that. From the beginning of my life, I was thrown into a, multiracial life. With with my grandmother being of white descent and Mexican descent, my, grandfather being of black and Indian descent, and then so forth and so forth. I grew up knowing that it was more than just black and white people in the world, or whatever that is. So I would always find myself, wanting really to make people mad. Like, I love who I want to love. You can't do nothing about it. That's us. We don't really care. We went through the family disputes. We went through the friend disagreements. We went through the exes, talking suddenly about, oh, now you're with, such and such dude, whatever. Her is like, I've always had my preference. Everybody's got their preference, And then, it comes back to me and my cousin's conversation, my cousin Prel. We were talking about it. I mentioned that, people that sent, my lovely fiance Some very rude messages. And, we didn't really care. We went to sleep about it. I told him, he said what he said back and forth, and I told him like this. Ultimately, gentlemen, women, whoever you choose to love is your king and is your queen. No matter what color he and or she is, if you choose to say that is your queen or that is your king and you treat them as such, that is your choosing. Someone will always have something to say about what you do, positive or negative. Just take it as this. They care enough to tell you how they feel about it. I got, okay, I'll ask you something, babe. What's one thing that you can remember that stood out that you noticed when we started dating, like publicly, and people started to, I don't know, actually approach you?
People at the store, my regulars, since I work at Bob Evans with older people.
Like they look at the older people? Yeah, okay, yeah, like older people. Okay, and I'll tell you this, just because she said that. She said if you didn't hear it, she noticed that some of the older people she were, in contact with started to kind of act a little different. I noticed that sometimes when we were in stores, we would be there and they would come up and talk to her. They would kind of like acknowledge her and, oh, these are your kids, oh, they're so beautiful. And I'm the type of person that, if I really want you to know, if I really want to say something to you, I'll say something to you. I kind of sit back sometimes to see how people are, because I can, I read energy a little bit, people, so it comes with the massage world. So I kind of feel you before you come to me. So these types of people, these particular people, will always look at, her, a lovely fiance, then again, once at the children, and never really acknowledge anything that I'm even standing there. Is it rude? Yes. Does it annoy me? Oh, yes. But I don't go on my element because I'm like, for whatever reason they feel intimidated or we're not, then my fiance does introduce me. And they go to like, oh, but see on the energy scale, it's like, oh my gosh, she said something to me, now I gotta say something to him. Like, all they see is, tattoos, locks growing back, tall, and then I'm with this lovely, lovely woman, and they get that mindset of, oh, I wouldn't have taken you to, go for a black dude, even some of the beautiful, every queen is a queen. So, some of the sisters in the world, they come at you like, well, I wouldn't take you to, dating a white girl. Like, oh my God, my bad, oopsie. I've never dated a black girl or any other race in my life other than a white girl, never in my life. So, and it goes with all races. I have an uncle and his wife is Asian. Man, you can imagine how that goes. And he's very tall. He's a huge, bald black man, and she's a small, hearing impaired Asian woman. Or, yeah, Asian woman, I'm going to say, yeah. And they have a kid now, So, I don't understand how people choose to set the word, set the line, set the law of this is what you should be doing. I remember, no disrespect, honey, I remember being in high school and dating girls of a different race, and their fathers would respectfully tell me that I'm not racist, son. I just rather my daughter date her own race. And I would respectfully say, well, sir, that's being racist. You're limiting your daughter to one race. Now, as a father of a daughter, now I understand where he was coming from. That's what he preferred for his daughter. And I always said that. Me, I just prefer my daughter don't date anybody. I don't care. I could be dead and gone, bury me. I'd be happy she could date everybody, anybody. Not saying in that way, but she can date who she wants to. Tell the grandkids daddy was cool. He was just crazy. Had to wait till he died to date somebody. Just saying. We'll talk about that later in life. But it was always to the point to where I felt that, yeah, okay, you like me because I'm here, but you'd rather me not be here because it's a better opportunity for your daughter to succeed or your son to succeed. I know we have another friend, and he's of lighter skin, and his girlfriend is of a little bit darker skin, whatever. And he texting one day was like, hey, do you guys ever, be out in public and experience, such and such? Excuse me. It's good wine. And I go, yeah, all the time. And we got kids, man. I remember one time being in the store and some lady was like, oh my gosh, So my daughter said, she's like, oh my gosh, I love her hair. I love her hair. I want one. I was like, she's not a dog. What do you mean? She's like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, I know what you meant. You want a little mixed baby. That's what you want. You know, you're not going to Babies R Us and buying perfect mixed breed babies. Somebody probably is creepily doing that, but no, we're not doing that. You know how we get beautiful mixed babies and beautiful people in the world? By integrating and mixing everything. Go. Get from underneath that table. Go. Go. Dogs underneath the table. That's how we get everything. You will eventually get tired of your favorite food because you eat it the same exact way over and over and over and over and over again. Now, I'm not saying don't go leaving the person you're in love with. I'm just saying eventually people who think that one track mind will eventually get over it and think another way. It really is. What is that? I'm gonna read that later. Let it go. Get from under the table, honey. Go. Go. Right now. Go. So, all in all, we face a lot of judgment because, for one, where I'm from, my background, isn't the spiffiest. Nobody is. I've taken ownership of my mistakes and made sure that I don't pass on the negative energy into the beings that I want to be responsible for changing the world a little bit and succeeding in the world. So I got over myself and got to the point to where I've bettered myself. Letty, go. Daddy said go right now. Stop it. Stop going into the table. I'm going to put you in the kennel. Got to myself to the point to where I don't want to put that, in there, you know what I'm saying? So I made the decision long ago to better and try to at least start to progress, and it worked out and it changed, especially with, my life, my job, my marketing, everything. Everything changed because I changed the way I thought about it. And I've always been that way about, my heart and my mind. I've had my mom sometimes tremendously ruin things, and I've always just let other people view through the two eyes that they never will get the full experience of viewing through, which is mine. So, yeah, I mean, no matter what you go through or do, somebody is going to never like it or like it so much somebody else, doesn't like it at all. Cheers to anybody else drinking wine out there, parents, kids in the bed, it's all right. You deserve it, pat on the back. Today's what? Tuesday. I go back to work Wednesday, tomorrow. So, hey, if you work today and you're at home with your cup of wine, it's all right. Nobody's judging you, all right? It's okay. What to say? They said the man turned water into wine, so it's okay. I got to take my contacts out. This one's not cooperating with my eyeball. So, guys, answer some of these questions. Okay, I seen that. Let me get up here and pick a question. Let me shut my mouth, people. Let me find one. Sorry if I've skipped it. Have a biracial grandson. Color doesn't mean anything. Okay. It's a lot of you out here in some beautiful relationships. Oh my gosh, you're dating a white girl. The nerve. Andy, I love you, dude. Blah. I'm coming back, bro. I'm coming back, man. Okay, I know I've seen a question. But then I scrolled up too much. Your new nickname, Viral Relz. Oh, Jeremy, I love you, bro. I love you, man. I know what you mean. My fiance and I are an interracial couple, and people look at us all the time. It's weird. It's weird. She is beautiful. Baby, everybody thinks she's beautiful. I told you. James T. said, I need my chest braided. Oh, that's going to be $1,000 for engrossed. I won't even need all that. Okay, let me get. I'm trying to find one of these questions. I seen that one. Boy, if you don't answer some of these questions, How is it in 2017 and people are still so ignorant and racist? Jennifer Moore, I'll simply answer that. It's because no matter how much you believe in something positive, someone else will still believe in something negative. So until it's either overpowered or, ground neutral, it'll always be there, unfortunately. Let's see. Ashley, just stick his finger in the light socket. That'll be faster.
I like it.
Oh, man. Deborah, Donna's still in the studio with people. I don't know if he would be done yet or not. Okay, tell him I love him and I love y'all. Y'all just play it after we get done. That's your preference. That's right. I'm mixed. My kids are mixed. My boy's Spanish. Who cares what color you are? That's how you treat it. First thing I noticed is my previous biracial relationship was my neighbor's change of demeanor with me. Yeah, Jacqueline Graham, we've been there too. We've had landlords actually, we've gone to look at houses and, she's talked on the phone, I got a voice, so, with music sometimes it changes, but we've gone to look at the house and they looked at me like, oh, this is your husband? This is your husband? I've had to really for the sake of my family and know what's messed up, I've I'll just stay in the car, whatever. So, I've dated a Muslim, a Christian girl, that's cool. I am in an interracial relationship and I don't think ever said anything, but I did get stopped by a cop because he thought I was breaking into her car. We got pulled over. We get pulled over time because I'm driving. She don't like to drive and they always asking stupid questions yeah, that is the biggest thing. Police really do. We all know that. Police do kind of treat you weird. I've had actually a friend date a chick and he was like, dude, one of her cop friends was harassing her because she was always at my house and then would harass me like, what are you doing around her? Did she ask you to come over here? And yeah, dude, you want to know what then they go into all these details. Let's see. Ghost on Power, the show, going through it with his wife in real life. Told my girls they can't date until they get married. They can't date until they are married. That is ridiculous. That is what I told my girls. I recently started dating a Latino and I'm loving it. Hey, people out there, I'm telling you. Let's see. I'm actually trying to find Christian. I fell badly in love with an atheist and I'm Christian. Didn't work out, but we were so in love and ended based on respecting each other's life paths, but didn't match. That's beautiful. That's, you bring yourself together. As a white woman, you get judged as a white woman by white people for dating out of your own race. And you get judged by whichever race you date into, and things get said about you like you are stealing our men. That is true. That is true. That is said by Alicia Sanchez. You are right. Then that is ridiculous. I always said this. No race can scream equality if you're always trying to make your race superior. That's not equality. You can't scream equality with no level playing field. Oh, my race is dominant, but, equal rights for everybody. All lives matter. But my race is, no, that's stupid. I just don't redo it. Yeah, F a race, embrace love. That's right, P, that's right. You love who you love no matter what color the person is. That's right. You have a beautiful family. Thank you. We love you guys. None of us are 100% pure. That is so weird. Melinda Faye Monasco, I hope I said that right. I say that all the time. I used to make the lighter skinned fellas who were so mad because they were, whatever. I'm like, dude, you'd be so mad when they got a blood test right now. Ain't nobody pure nothing. Unfortunately, because some people did some unlawfully acts back then. And then at the same time, somebody fell in love with someone else. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree with that. Terrell, will we ever get past all this black versus white stuff? Judy Mayer, I hope so. There's more of us now who are getting past that. And that's what's making people really view everything. I actually had a gentleman who inboxed me on my marketing page, which is my marketing page where you guys can get a hold of me for anything and everything. And he respectfully told me, he said, when I first seen your video, I thought it was going to be some, thug gang member. And I'm glad I watched it all the way because now I apologize. You know what I'm saying? That was his view. And I always tell people, however you view someone is how you view someone. That's all you know. Then unfortunately, I'm sorry. But I respectfully did not you know, jump down his throat, because I don't do that. My mama didn't raise me like that. At the same time, respected his honest opinion and his honest apology. And he knows who he is, and I still feel the same way as I said in my response, sir. I really do, and I appreciate you being as honest as you were, because then it changed his view, and that's really all that really matters right there. I tell some of my clients I get judged every time I walk outside. Do I got time to worry about it all? No. Half the time I'm driving, so I got to pay attention to the road. Yeah, where are the kids? It's too quiet. They are in the bed. That is what you do. People say, how you get your kids to go to bed? We just put them in the bed, shut the door. You know, they want to get out. They try to play the tit for tat game and get out, you know, and get out the bed. But we just put them back in there. They'll whine because they don't want to go to bed. Imagine being a kid, you don't want to go to bed. What's up, bro? I'm Mix. You know, you inspire, man. Dallas Jones, man. Shout out Dallas Jones. He's another entrepreneur. Get with him and ask him what he does. This America is just so racist and a bigot, and I'm sorry God created us all in his image. There's no color or different races. There's just one race, humanity. But many think like we still are back in the day, and it's a sham. Many are letting the government divide us, and divided we fall and lose. United we stand and win. Yeah, it's Matthew Carothers. Let's see. Let's read that. Babies are in bed. That's right. Is your missus twisting your hair? Yes, Charlotte Stevenson Weber. She sure is. She's the one and only doing it for me. She actually learned how to do it, you know, via some very helpful YouTube videos, some instructions that I kind of knew from my first lock journey. And she does it when she wants to. I go get my hair cut. My wonderful barber you guys seen earlier. And she does it. This is what we do. We spend our little moment together at night and sip some wine. Usually I fall asleep and she like pops me all in the head and yanks me around. And I'll be like, huh? Yeah, I was up. She's like, no, wake up now. Right now. Just right now. It was boring. What kind of dog? Lisa Villa. I have a beautiful. She's getting her nose underneath there. You can only see her sneaking. But that's my little baby. We all bleed red. I truly believe racism is taught. Heather Brewer, yes, right. I always say that if I strip you, we're going to have the same insides. Depending on what drugs or alcohol you drink, organs might be the same colors as well. Hi from Canada. Keep your head up. Never. I'll never worry. We just always got to love. You sit still so she can do your hair. Reminds me of my times. I try to get my granddaughter to be still while I do hers. Yes, ma'am.
Asleep and dropping your head.
Yes, ma'am. Uncle Bill, what's up? This Corey's uncle. Let's see. I love you too. Edith Jones said that. Boy, answer some of these questions. What is it like? It's amazing. It's home. Cheers. It's our responsibility to bring friendship and love. Let's see if I find another one. Let's see if we get to some frequency. Waco, Texas. Columbus, Georgia. Crawford family. Y'all adorable. All American family. Keep up the awesome job. What do you use for your hair? My man's hair is trouble. We use a mixture of coconut oil and a natural beeswax. And then like a non-alcohol paraben, you know, mess your hair up gel just to give it a little bit of stuff. And she used, let me see one of those clips, baby. Can I see one of those clips? Wanted to use some clips to kind of like pull it down. Or if it's long enough, you can use it for, you know, just kind of like pull it, you know, you can braid it down, kind of twist it down. So I said, you know, the longer there's something else it's not going to kill your hair. All natural. You want to stay all natural everything. That's why I call you white chocolate, your bro for life. I love you, Josh. They'll never understand. They'll never understand this, man. Hope the baby's doing good. Tell Lee I said congratulations and good luck this year. So it really is a blessing to kind of go out in public and like stand up and be tall. We don't really care. I mean, we go out all the time. Like when we go out on family outings, I notice people like stare at us because, you know, like I said, y'all see my kids. You know, when it's all of us, like all 6 of us. You know, me, her, and the 4 kids, the gangs, what we call, like, you talking about gang, like, we got a gang, like, gang, that's our gang, 4 kids, gang, that's us, you know, deep, you know, in the SUV with a 3rd row seat, you know what I'm saying, picking all the kids up in the photo outing, you know, but we make it work. We go out and we just stand in the name of love. Danielle Abriana says, what does love mean to you both? You want to answer that first? You want me to answer it first? Me? Love to me means dealing with what you have to if it means that it's going to make the love get better. Love means not being afraid to actually do what's right. Love means to me, you know, really sticking together and believing. And the love overall is just meaning to be not afraid, you know. That's genuine. You know, that's genuine love to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think is love. And dealing with somebody that you can like live with and not kill all the time. That's yours. That's what you say. What you say? What's your definition of love? Say it.
Someone drives you so crazy, but you just love them through it. Like,
So you said you got somebody like that?
yeah, you drive me nuts. If I didn't love you, I would hate you.
I ain't easy to deal with. Every time I say, like, I really ain't nothing. I know, but she love me. You know, people always say, you know, really, you just got to go through it to get through it. That's my biggest thing. So, Danielle, there you go with that one. Love leaving your family. Brian Keith, love your family. Looks like it's time to let the hair go, my man. Forehead becoming a 5 head. Y'all all keep telling me that, but it's been a 5 head my whole life, man. I had this forehead. That's just what I have, man. I'm telling you, man. I always look, and I get tattooed, so I got a very great tattoo artist. I always tell my dad this. If I start losing my hair right there, I'm just going to get it, like, tattooed in, so you know I just got a player hairline, like, fully never have to get it edged up ever again. You be like, my man coming back like LeBron. This forehead line keep going back. And Rico got that line back, cuz. He got that line, bro. Like, yeah. So I know. I love my big forehead, man. My granny said, baby, because you got so much knowledge in there. Your mama just be making fun of you, baby. She got that big forehead, too. You got so much knowledge up there. My sons be joking on my forehead. I be like, bruh, you look exactly like me. So your forehead's got the potential to get bigger and more, you know, progressive. So, whew, it's up there, though. I can't fit 5 up there. I ain't ashamed of it, though. You know, can. But that's what it is. Hi from upstate New York. I love you guys. Terrell, I'm jealous. Hell, hey, sorry, man. You just gotta believe. Hi from Kentucky. Say hello. How you doing, Ruthie Elizabeth? Love your videos. Republic, Missouri. Me and my fiance, we're gonna make a. It was her idea. Her idea. Let me say that. It was her idea. We're gonna make. What you want to tell him? What you want to tell him?
You can tell.
We're gonna make a map of the 50 states, and we're gonna mark off by the comments. We're gonna make it, and we'll see which state is watching and where you're watching from, and type of love. And, you know, stuff like that. And I'm going to try to make a world map, too, because I know around the world. But I got to go back to, like, the other class in school because I don't remember my continents all the way. Sometimes I would sleep a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm sleeping. You guys make a beautiful couple. Couldn't ask for a better family. Laura Jackson Smith from Ohio. O-H-I-O. Do you find blacks accept whites more? Wait, let me see this. This is Stephanie Green Brooks. Says, do you find blacks accept whites more? Whites accept blacks?
No, both.
No, both. I agree with that, too.
Just in different ways.
Just in different ways. Shout me out. Say, hey, Raven. LOL. There you go. That was funny. That made me laugh, too. Man. So, comments got stuck. Oh, there we go. O-H-I-O. Didi Menifee. I don't want to pronounce anything wrong. Just started watching you last week. You guys are awesome. Thanks. Let's see where we're at. I had another question. A legit question out of curiosity, not trying to be rude. But have you ever faced people assuming you were abusive just because you're in a relationship? Yep. Sure have. We were pregnant, twice. And you know they always ask the mom stuff and like, do you want him to leave for this conversation? I'm like, they think I beat her.
I think they have to ask.
They do have to ask you that. And she always says it like, babe, they have to ask you that. See? She says she loves because she doesn't assume. But yes, I'm always like, they think I beat her. She's pregnant. Why would I beat her? Like, even if I want to just, I'm just like, no, she got to kick my food and I love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, because I'm black, because I beat her, because I'm Latino, because I beat her. Like, well, statistics say that you guys are not. Dang, brother. What statistics? The word I can't currently say is you reading right now because I ain't never read that one. I mean, you just assuming. But yes, Sabby Joe, we have. And that wasn't a rude question, but thanks for covering if you were going to be rude. Can you give your phone number to your missus so I can give your hair? Can I see your hair at the back? Yes, when it's done, I will. Or after she gets some of the clips out, she said. Charlotte Stevenson Weber. Hello from Detroit. I got family up in Detroit. Shout out my Aunt Bunny, my cousin Troy, and everybody up there. I love y'all. Let's see. OHIO. Let's see. With your advice, I was told I was rude to one of my classmates when he asked, what was I mixed with? And I said, I'm not mixed because I'm not a dog or a box of chicken from Popeyes. But the guy was Caucasian, and I'm African American, and my dad is Native American. I just hate being called. Hey, man, you stand up for yourself, bro. Elisa Edwards. Are you going to show him?
Yeah.
Hold on. Well, who said that? That was, let me get back up here. Where is it that I seen it? Charlotte Stevenson Weber. Hold on. Okay.
Say hi, Daddy. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl.
Okay, back up. She's trying to get my feet. So there you go. Watching in Mountain Home, Arizona. What is she doing to her hair? She's retwisting my locks. Jennifer White Harriman. Ironically. We're an inspiring family, you know. Hey, I'm from the Twin Islands of Trinidad and Tobago, but I live in Trinidad. Love has no color. I'm proud of you both. God blessings to you and your family. Thank you. What is your wife doing to here? She looks so busy. She is. She's doing all the work. She always do. She's a powerhouse. I love her. She's my base, my rock, my side, my moon, my stars, all that. I gotta act right. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Code Caliber, I see you. Welcome to the workforce as well. North America, South America, Asia, Antarctica, Europe, Africa, and Australia are the 7 continents. Thanks, Dennis Switzer. Oh, love the love. See, people got your back. Got your back. Your wife is a hell of a woman. She does your hair. That's what's up. Yeah, you know, she responsible for keeping me on my feet. Things are so much better today. My aunt married a black man in 1956. My cousins and I fought everybody. Yeah. I'm not a mix because I'm not a dog or box of Popeye's chicken. She does an amazing job in your hair. Thank you, Vicky Smith. How long have you been growing your hair? What do you use to keep it moisturized? How? Okay. This lock journey I started actually, the beginning of this year, babe? What you think? You don't remember? I think it was fully the beginning of this year. Probably like mid-February. But the first lock journey I had, it was like a 5-year journey. I cut it for an in-law's caught cancer and was losing her hair. And using moisturize, I use coconut oil mostly and some natural mega growth thickener in the front because, you know, my 5 head. That's what my lovely fiance just reminded you all of. Is that all your hair? Yes. Look, Nisha Freeman, what do you
We're
mean?
trying to grow it.
Like what? Is that all your hair? Yes. I keep the sides shaved because the first lock journey was too much for me. Lady, stop, baby. You all up in my face. Stop. Joe to see, what's up? I see you, bro. I see you. I see you. I'm a white granny in Texas. Love you guys. I have a fantastic son-in-law who is African American. He has been married to my daughter for over 20 years. I am so thankful my daughter met him. I love watching you guys. That's Marjorie Collins. I love that name, Marjorie. That is a down south home name. Marjorie Collins. My name is Marjorie Collins. I do love you all. That sounds so sweet. That's how I picture your voice. I'm not making fun of you. I just picture some little sweet lady telling me that. That is cool. What advice does she have for your frizzy, thick, curly, white girl hair? What are some good natural products? That's Jennifer Moore. Got any tips, babe, for the thick, frizzy, curly, white girl hair?
Just the moisturizers.
Moisturizers. Everybody's
The
hair needs
wax
moisturizers.
I like.
She likes the wax. Nothing with too much paraben and all that stuff, because it's just, no, it's not good for you. But, you know, everybody's hair needs moisturizers. You know what I'm saying? Natural stuff is good for everybody. Remember that. Give me a shout out, Michelle Bever. I see you. You're an amazing father, precious little girl. I know my 3 boys are going to be some stellar men. I got them. I got to get them. We've actually started blogging today. We blogged our whole day, so I'm going to try to get that edited and up on the YouTube channel and, you know, share it to you guys. So yeah. Love the following you got, bro. Keep it up. I appreciate you, Jodeci, for real, bro. Joe. I hate the word mixed. I want my children to be called interracial or biracial. Is that wrong? Nope. Surely you have the right to demand the respect that you want. I always tell myself I'm just multiracial because I'm not biracial, like they always try to deem. It was always hard for me to fill out paperwork. And even for my fiance, when we started filling out work for the kids, like, so do we put that she's like all of these? I'm like, well, yeah, because, you know, my mom like this, you know, my granny told me I like that. And then one time my granny said she fell in love with this dude, she met this concert, and he was like this, and maybe I'm like, so we like, you go on and on. But it's really hard like that. My dog trying to get a sip of my wine. Go, you too young. You only 7 in dog years, 1 in human years. That I'm not condoning to underage drinking. Jesus. When are you getting married? I am really, you want to know when? I'm really trying to build the most awesome wedding in the world for my fiance. So I'm working hard to do that. And we're just planning it. We don't have a for sure day, right, babe? Right. So, summertime for sure. So she can be tan and I can be like tanner. And then we can have a good outside wedding and everybody. Just know that my wedding is going to be cool. Y'all won't see the ceremony, but it's going to be prom like she said. We want people to have fun. Personal prom, baby. We'll share the moment afterwards, but man, it's going to be beautiful because I want it to be gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want. Why? I don't know, because I want to. So, yeah, there you go. You have a good woman. She has more patience with your hair than I do with my husband. You would be surprised. Oh, man. Do y'all all attend church? Unfortunately, no. But we do love what we love and believe in what we believe in. So, I'm from a small but beautiful Caribbean island. Is it Caribbean or is it Caribbean? Because I'm always arguing, like, is it the Pirates of the Caribbean or the Pirates of the Caribbean? I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Videos are inspiring. Thank you, Verlin William. Amber Rose. You have a name that I don't associate with a very positive person, but for, you know, hopefully you're positive. So, hopefully people don't do it. We're going to have to come see you guys soon. That's what Josh said. Bring that baby over. Bring the kids over. We got the backyard. And I need to come over there, really, too, because I need to see the backyard soon, too, bud. Things that make you go, Was it your Walmart video that got you so well known? Yes, it was, Sanaya. I sure it was. I've been doing some viral video, some video vlogs for a while. It's what I do. It's part of my life, kids, family. And that one kind of just took off in the direction I didn't plan, but it did. Who wears the pants in the family? That's what Christina Shirley wants to wear. I didn't say anything. She just smiled. So All right. I don't want no confrontation. I just don't want no trouble. So I just.
Enough said.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? I still do what I want to do, but I gotta do what I gotta do. If you say what you gotta do, but you know what I'm saying. Been in interracial relationships for 30 years. Have 2 beautiful mixed kids. But unfortunately, biracial folks get bullied the worst by society on both sides. They do. They do. Marissa James, you do. Me and my cousin actually, we were recalling when we were growing up being, quote unquote, living in the hood and then going mess, with the Mexicans and then come back home. People really do that. Even when we went to see our Mexican family, they would always kind of bicker at us a little bit. But then it was just egging us on to be whatever. But we got through it. So I was always forced with being thrown into not being in the little racial melting pot of despair. There wasn't no point of doing all that mess. I just shaved my husband's hair. That's why he goes to professional now. Hey, shout out from New Zealand. Love your videos. Keep up the real talk. God is cool. Where are you from? OHIL. Pretty much all my grandbabies are. That's right. And I tell people, if you wanna, whatever you wanna, whatever you wanna call it, make your particular race people for, just only them, then you do that. By all means, love who you wanna love. Love who you wanna love. I'm not saying that you can only go out and fix love by mixing races. I'm not saying that, but if you are in that type of situation, there's nothing wrong with it, is what I'm trying to say. What do you say to your boyfriend's kids' father's mother when she calls you an American 1 year and then acts like she likes you when you give birth to her 2 grandkids? I have never met her. She lives in Guatemala, and how would it make you guys feel? Oh, we've been there. We've been there. Oh, now we good because the kids is beautiful? But what you do is you don't fault the kids. It's a positive in it, Alicia Sanchez. I don't know if you ever have a possibility of meeting this particular individual, but I hope you wouldn't hold grudge immediately, unless there's reason to. I'm not saying how to choose, how to think, but try to view it as at least let's see if it's focused on the child. Because once a child into this life, yours really isn't. I guess I'm not saying unimportant, like you can die, but you have to really think that, it's probably not priority. You have to think about the life that you chose to enter this world in and the growth of it. So they all have to think about that too. And so I don't really get along with a few people on the other side of my son's life, and I choose not to, because I don't have to really contact or get along with them to take care of my kid, so I do that. My husband has this naturally wide part, bald on top, says his hair migrated down his back. So I'm always dealing with his beard. Oh, were you ever the type of brothers that look down on black women because you're with the white woman that sometimes that hurt us black women? Never, Keisha Wilkins. It was always the fact that I remember some of the black girls in my school would always look at me like, you don't know what it's like. You ain't black. You don't get made fun of because your skin ain't darker. People don't make fun of you or tell you ugly because your hair nappy. I'm like, you don't know me. My mama went to a Catholic school, and then her senior year when it turned up at a city school, met my ghetto daddy. You can imagine how the rest of the story is about to go. So then, for the life of me, I got to deal with 2 parts of life all the time because my mama was so, well-natured at the time. We always lived in a nice community, but I always was in the hood, that's where I was at. So people always had the negative to say, and I, dated my own race, dated outside of my race, dated mixed race, dated, every possibility. I always tell people, don't get mad at me because of who I choose to love. Don't get mad at me because I choose to let my heart beat for whoever it beat for. Josh said, what can I use for my hair? It's a mess.
Razor blades.
Girl, I'm not going to go nowhere with you, Josh. He ain't got no daggone hair. That's his problem. I have 2 biracial grandbabies. Dad is a POS. Wish he was a dad like you. I know, and I hate, dads and parents in general who choose to make their kids suffer. It's not. Not their fault. You choose to not be what they got to be. So. Ooh. So, we're still so learning. We are all learning so much from you both. Got to open a biracial hair salon. Solutions for all hair types. Ain't that the truth, Jennifer Morgan? Child, say it. Hey, from New York, you're a good dude. I'm a fan since your last video with your daughter, and you have a beautiful wife. Thank you. Roy, my fellow marketing member. Yes, I see you, bro. I see you. Did little man get his hair cut today? Unfortunately, Ember Smith, no. He was being a little wine bud. He was scared. Uncle Marv did everything he could in his power to get him to go for it, so he didn't want to do it, so we're going to do. Can you share your YouTube page? You could find it on YouTube. Just search Mr. Rico Relz. Mr. Ricorelz. Shout out Jake Digman, a very, 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 very great man. There you go. What is a good moisturizer that you should use for my biracial son's hair? Coconut oil. Coconut oil, coconut oil, coconut oil. Coconut oil, coconut oil. Coconut oil.
There's mixes you can make.
There's mixes you can make. You can find some good things, you know. You can find some good things online. That's actually good. Just research natural hair products for such and such. You know, you'd be surprised. Somebody asks the same question you asked. So let's see if I can find some questions. Let me get to the bottom of this list. I can scroll up. Coconut oil is the best for everything. That's right. Somebody said that. Had a moment last week that it shook me to the core. I made a racist assumption and went home and cried. I thought I was better than that. We all have a moment.
I read that thing saying that we were taught to be
racist.
like in movies, the bad guys were all.
Mm-hmm. All of the darker skin. Why do black women trip about us getting black men? April Gemini. The same reason why white women complain about white men getting black women. They feel like they're trading on their race. You know, they just feel like, why are you with that race? Are there not enough of us white blonde women, or are there not enough of us chocolate skin, you know, women? Or is what's wrong with us big women? What's wrong with us skinny women? What's wrong with us? You know, it's all types of that type of stuff. You know, dudes do it too. You know, oh what? Because I don't drive that, you know, it's all types of stupid reasons why people do it. Overall, they just choose to, you know what I'm saying? They just really, really choose to do it. Y'all see my stuff? I'm going out like this tomorrow. You're going to catch me at Walmart like, ooh, that's that dude with the clips. It's like, some lady see me in my son's scooter and she said, oh my God, it's the parent dad. I'm like, oh man. People, I'm a normal person like you. I just want to take care of my family.
You loved it.
Yeah, I did. It was kind of cool. But it was the first one. Windsor, Ontario in the house. What up, fam? Love is no color. Keep doing what you're doing. Yes, I will. Yo, shout me out, please. Kelly Nicole Classette Inguez de la Mora Catherine. That's a cool name. I feel like you would do well in the public view to be a negotiator of sort for just people in general. But what's going on in the USA regarding race is so disheartening. You're real and relatable. I know. And it's everywhere. I mean, you'd be surprised what's going on in other countries on the racial scale. You just don't think of it because you're so locked into one place, you know. So it is one of those things. I'll see if I can go get another one. See any more questions here? I don't see any. I've been in some. I remember going. I lived down in the capital of where we stay, and I went and visited my aunt, and I stayed in the neighboring city, and she kind of stayed down the road a little bit, and down the road was like So I went and seen her. Nothing out of ordinary. I left, and I got pulled over, and the officer was like, you know, what are you doing coming from this neighborhood? I was like, I just went and seen my aunt. He was like, well, I've never seen you over here. And you don't look like somebody that should really, you know, be over here. I'm like, what does somebody over here look like that should be over here? And he let me go, but it's the fact that I was like, well, why did I get stopped like that? I don't know. I made all types of assumptions, but I really just was being human. So overall, it's good. I was working in my restaurant, and people would ask my racial background because I am mixed with black and white. People always do that. You know, they always feel like, you know, oh, what are you mixed with? Because you have to be, or, you know, you just gotta, you know, whatever. Does both side of your family accept your relationship? Well, you know, it's a work in progress. They do. We are not battling anyone anymore, but, you know, we are gonna always be us. There's moments in everything. So it's nothing bad. We all love. We all get along. Ups and downs like everybody else. Let's see. Asian. My husband is white, and we have the most beautiful baby. That's right. Baby's always supposed to be beautiful to you, no matter what. No matter what. Can you show me your hair now? The cups are our. I don't know. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Shit. Oh, man. That was crazy. Oh, man. Can't stand the fake racist. That's crazy. His father found out I was white, black, and American. Brittany said this. Mess with a black, use, I'm really well. That's crucial. I'm watching her do your hair. Tag a friend of interracial, passing heart failure. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Virginia Cunningham. Prayers to the family. Prayers to the family. Man, we need to give him some water. Blah. I need to make curry advice, please. My daughter's starting kindergarten, but is 2 years ahead. I have the choice to bump her up or keep her where she is. So my question is, if it was your child, what would you do? What do you think? If my baby was that blessed to me, my baby's smart.
Ari's really outgoing, so I think she would adapt well. But
for older kids, it really does depend on how your child is. Yeah, has she been around kids of the older age? You got to think about it like that. For her to succeed in a more mature setting, she would have to be subject to mature settings already. Like, you teach a child what you want them to know, so, you know, you talk to them as, you know, as proper as you can, or enunciate as much as you can, or show them the things you really want them to learn and stick with as much as you can. So if you feel, and she obviously she's, you know, what you call it, qualified to be bumped up, she would then have the brain capacity to adapt. That's what I truly believe. And if based on what you're telling me about your daughter, it seems like she would be okay. And I would at least give my child a chance to succeed in a position to where they're saying that she deserves to be in. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely go for it and give my baby the chance to, you know, shine. You know, at least let's see where it goes. It doesn't hurt to try to do better. Never does. Never does. Let's see. God bless you. Thank you for the sneeze cover, because it definitely. Devil came up hot in me. Oh yeah. My great grandparents were married in 1904 as an interracial couple. That's right. 1904. That's crazy. That's some strong stuff. Keep her where she is too soon. You guys are a beautiful couple. Oh my God, you're black? No, I see a man and woman in love. That's cool. Get weird look some people because we're in a relationship and I don't care what they think. Good night. Sorry deployed to Iraq. It's all right. We appreciate your service to this country. We really do. I had yours and had to leave the clip in for a few hours for it to really lay down or it's set from the root. And all hair is different. And depends, you know, what kind of stuff you use. You don't want to use nothing too heavy because it'll cake up and get all weird. So, God, the TV. Julian Lane. Oh my gosh, a celebrity is watching my live feed. Julian Lane, people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, my wonderful cousin, Mr. Julian Lane, is another awesome father, another amazing father. It is one of those things. What it is. Hold on. Question is for your wife. Do you experience more racial tension from black women because your man is black versus white foes tripping or looking at you crazy?
Depends if we're in my town or your town.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, we in my town? They like, he don't bring her here. If we're in our town, they kind of looking like, she brought her in here. So it's always the same thing. So there's just who's got the guts to say it. Now, my town people ain't afraid to say, but it's not really nothing weird. You know, my family's harsh, yeah, but we get through that. We love each other, so that's just what we do. Bless you. Good night from New York. Oh, man. So, we are good. We're laying them down.
Just so you stay here, done.
Oh, I'm done.
I know that's record time.
That's right. I know, right? It was some record time, girl.
I just want to
It is pretty cool. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. You guys are in there. Sorry, Ashley looks sleepy. Ask Anna. Look at, oh my God, it's Amy Schumer. Look at Anna. Hey, Anna, how you doing? How you doing? Found one that fits you and loves you for you. That is right. As a mother myself, if she is okay to all aspects of adapting to being in a different type of setting, different grade and such, and you feel in your heart that your child is capable of making that change, then let your child continue to grow as you see it. That's right. I agree, Kelly Hall. I agree. So, oh man, I got the hiccups or burping. Might be the wine talking. Oh, don't be like that. We love you. We just miss you. Even though by miss you, I mean I really don't miss you. So I'll just play and I love you. Oh man, Iowa. Philly in the building. Lexington Walmart associate was showing you a video of how to discipline your child. Thanks. You do a great, guys. Sometimes, mommy gotta go pop a butt. I do it on the scale of like, there you go. And then we never really do because I'm like, we threaten. It's like, you want your butt pop? It's like, no, okay. I'm a real threatener. I'm a professional threater. I'd be like, you want to go take a nap? They'd be like, no. Like, you better go take a nap right now. And we'd be walking in the middle of Walmart. Like, I'm going to put you in the bed right now. You go take a nap. And they'd be like, no. I'm like, good. Because I ain't got no bed right now to put you in. But if I did, you'd be taking a nap. You know, my son could walk now, so he'd just be busting out the room like I ain't taking a nap. I ain't sleeping no more. I'm just whining. But it's cool. He's not deployed anymore. My boyfriend now is illegal, and we worry every day he could be pulled over and deported. Just coming home from work at a restaurant. Well, I wouldn't have said that out loud, but I pray that he doesn't, because I know how it feels. I've had family members do that. For real. Where are you from, really? I did. I told you. I'm not, being weird now. London, UK. So going to bed now. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Wow. Appreciate that, Charlotte. I'm sorry. Good night. That's crazy. So what is it now here? What time is it here?
10.
It's 10 o'clock here. It's 3 a.m. there. Whew, crucial. 10 p.m. here. So, you guys, I'm going to let these old lockies sit. You guys have a blessed night. Stay blessed, stay motivated, love. And we live every day happy. Dogs sleeping, kids sleeping. And we're going to lay down and go to sleep. So, I hope you guys find peace and love. You can find me on this page. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on the marketing page. Follow us. The blog's going to come, babe. Bye. But guys,